Hello everybody, I'm Yixin Zhong, and this is my presentation on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. I'm from Shanghai Starriver Bilingual School, China. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch forms in the calm center of the North Pacific Subtropical Gyre, a system of rotating currents that traps floating debris. Most of this debris is non-biodegradable plastic, which doesn't decompose but breaks into smaller fragments, causing the patch to continuously grow. In terms of composition, the patch is primarily composed of microplastics that give the water a cloudy appearance. However, by mass, nearly half is discarded fishing gear, heavily synthetic nets that account for approximately 46% of the total weight due to ocean currents and intensive fishing activity in the region. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch exact size is unknown due to vast, complex nature of the North Pacific Subtropical Gyre and its submerged debris. It is presumed to still be growing, as it is too distant, costly, and large for any single nation to address. Cleanup is logistically challenging. According to the NOAA, it would take 67 ships a year to clear less than 1% of the North Pacific garbage. The situation is worsening as plastic pollution continues. An estimated 330 billion pounds of plastic enter the ocean each year, fueling the patch expansion. Recent measurements indicate it contains approximately 1.8 trillion plastic pieces weighing 87,000 tons, 16 times previous estimates, demonstrating rapid accumulation over recent decades. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, containing an estimated 1.8 trillion plastic pieces, severely damages marine ecosystems. Nearly half its mass is ghost nets, which lethally entangle large marine animals. Microplastics make up 94% of pieces and are ingested throughout the food web, introducing toxins like PCBs into marine life. These toxins bioaccumulate in seafood, posing long-term human health risks from exposure to endocrine disruptors and carcinogens. The threat is escalating. Microplastic concentration in the area has tripled since the 1970s, highlighting the persistence and growing danger of ocean plastic pollution. Tackling the Great Pacific Garbage Patch relies on three key holders. First, the cleanup organizations. They are responsible for developing the technology and performing the laborious work of extracting trash from the ocean. Secondly, the funders. They can be both private donors and, crucially, governments, who provide the essential capital and policy power for large-scale action. And finally, the public. The public's awareness and pressure are what drive the entire effort forward. Success will require all three of them working together. Efforts to address the Great Pacific Garbage Patch have focused on research and awareness. Charles Moore's Algalita Foundation used aerial drones to document the patch scale, revealing 100 times more plastics than previously thought. David Rothschild Plastic Expedition demonstrated plastic's durability and potential for reuse through a voyage on a boat made of bottles. Organizations like the Plastic Pollution Coalition use social media to advocate for a shift away from single-use plastics toward biodegradable alternatives. These initiatives highlight the problem's severity and promote cultural change rather than attempting direct cleanup. My proposed solution is a government-mandated digital product passport for plastics. Manufacturers embed scannable markers in their products. If these items are later found polluting the environment, the originating company is fined, creating a polluter pays model that funds cleanups and incentivizes reduction. This system is supported by an educational campaign. Interactive maps and school curricula would show the journey of plastic waste, making pollution visible and personally relevant. This approach combines policy, technology, and awareness to create accountability and reduce public disinterest, offering more comprehensive strategy than standalone cleanup or awareness campaigns. The stakeholders and cleanup organizations must evolve into data providers. By integrating scanning technology on vessels and at facilities, they can trace plastic back to its source, creating irrefutable evidence for a polluter-pays system. Governments must legislate mandatory digital product passports and establish the legal framework to find manufacturers whose products are recovered as waste. Financial backers must fund the scaling of this tracking infrastructure. The public and advocacy groups play a critical role by choosing tracked products, demanding corporate accountability, and using the collected data to lobby for stronger legislation and market change. Thank you for watching.